got this awesome video team at TCC that helps me with all my video projects, and I couldn't do it without them. During the videotaping at Salishan, it was very comfortable for me because I was just interacting with the kids, and that's what I do best. I just love working with kids, so it came natural, and I wasn't even paying attention that the camera was on me. The second communication class I signed up for was public speaking. The reason I signed up for that is the previous colleagues that I worked with asked me to sign up for that class, and I was petrified. Public speaking is not my forte. Don't feel comfortable at it, and I was just terrified to take the class. The very first speech was the hardest because I had to introduce myself. I had to get up in front of the class. It was impromptu. Actually, my teacher did tell us a couple days beforehand, but I totally forgot. So I came to class, and all of a sudden, oh no, you have to get up in front of the class and speak. And I didn't know anyone in this classroom. And just talking about myself, I turned beet red. I could feel my heart pounding out of my chest, and I just was afraid of messing up. It was the longest 30 seconds I think I ever had to speak in front of people. So the second assignment for us in the public speaking class was a demonstration speech. And so my teacher knowing how uncomfortable I was and how frightened I was to speak even just 30 seconds on myself, introducing myself, she gave me an option. She came up to me and asked me if I would like to do a video, since I did so well in the video on her last class that I took. She gave me an option if I wanted to do a live speech on how to do something to demonstrate, or if I wanted to do a video on how to use the multimedia resources at TCC for our next project, which is going to be a veterans oral history project, which I'm also terrified of. But so I thought about it, and I thought that might be a good idea. I really enjoyed working with the media team, and they could help me do this. And so I opted to do another video, and each time I do a video, it becomes easier and more fun. All right, so halfway through the quarter, we moved on to doing persuasive speeches live in front of class without doing the video. But however, since I've had such success in my previous video projects, I felt more comfortable. I did a PowerPoint presentation and spoke in front of the class for about 6.5 minutes, which surprised me, and it was successful. I got a really good grade, and it really has built my confidence in using video presentations and the PowerPoint. But speaking live is becoming a little more comfortable for me, and it's more fun. The great thing about videos that I've made in class for my assignments is that they live on. So besides just getting a grade on the assignment, I got an email for one of my video presentations saying that I won an award, and I was so excited. I'd never won an award before for my educational work, and it meant a lot to me that I'd have accomplished something. I've come a long way from where I started when I was definitely afraid of video technology, speaking in public. And by the way, I've spoken public outside of class with about a 200 people audience, and I didn't think I could ever do that. But if it wasn't for the resources that I've used and the videos I've done and learning in the communications class, the confidence I've built by using all these resources, I would not have been able to make that speech outside of class. And it was exciting. And it won't be my last speech either.